and this is the Common Knowledge Podcast, and we are back. Sitting right across from me is No ID, aka No Idols. Got my man's right here, KC 310, leg day every day. Man, it's the man right here. And you got your host, Ken the Analyst. I'm here to make it all happen for you. Yeah. And man, I want to start off well, first of all, how you doing, KC?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's a blessing to be alive.
Yeah.
Yes,
What about
sir.
you? How you doing?
Same, just thinking about things that's going on with the topics you were discussing, but you can go ahead and get into that.
Started doing this podcast and stuff, and now, reopening all these pages, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I didn't use these things. I had got rid of my Facebook page. I got rid of TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to reopen them and to get back to them, I found myself falling back into old habits, right? So it's like, when I think about social media, it can either make you or break you.
Right.
Like, you got to be, like, social media ain't for the weak. So like I remember when me and you was talking a little bit off air, and you was telling me about how you stopped using Facebook. Like, do you remember why?
I had been aggravated with how people react and act on Facebook and social media just as a whole. But like, what was the breaking point is that I ended up hearing about a movie. It's called The Social Dilemma. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about the psychology and everything that goes into people on social media, about how you addicted. So I gave myself a test. Like, do I really need this? Do I really need to know who's complaining about what or who's need this? And I'm like, let me just try to turn it off. And then when I turned it off, it just prevented me being involved with ignorance on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Did you see my post? No, I don't have Facebook.
Exactly.
Did you? No, I don't have that. I don't have it. You can't even argue with me about it. Beat it.
Right.
And it made everything way better. And so then it made me think about just how people react on there.
Yeah.
And like, you'll be sitting with somebody and they will be appearing mad as hell on the post, right? Mm-hmm. So I could be sitting here. Life ain't what I expected it to be. This and this, and y'all be like, "Man, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." The post, the shit that you just posted. What you mean? Like, you like? Yeah. Are you? Is that how you feel? Are you just doing it because you're trying to get attention? What are you trying to do? Like, I don't understand. But it's like everybody do that. Yeah. Like, who they are in social network world ain't who they are in person. And then it's like the social network version of them makes me hate them. But then I'll be like, you're still a normal person in person, but you're a retard on the internet.
Right.
What about you, man?
It kind of ties into. I know you didn't mention it too, but dating apps. That's another part of the problem too. I look at social media. Like Facebook and everything, business only. I don't get engaged in these people problems and stuff like that. When I go in there, it's more selfish, honestly. Yeah. It's more selfish. It's about me putting my message out, and I'm not really interested in wasting my time looking at everybody else's stuff because it's not really benefiting me. Yeah. Social media right now is a marketplace. Who has the best thing to sell? And when you online, you selling yourself, like with Common Knowledge and everything. We trying to sell a product, a good product, a household name. And that's the whole goal with it, because there's so much money to be made on here. And we've been doing it for free for so many years. Now it's like, it's the time to cash in on that.
And that's like how you approaching it. That's really how, because I've been thinking about, since we are on here, I gotta end up putting myself back on social media. But I've been dragging my feet on it.
Don't do it.
I gotta do it.
Don't do
it's
it.
like, so it's like, even with me going out there, if I'm only on there to either promote what we got going on or something like that, and then get off it. But as far as me getting entangled and mixed up with different narratives and how people feeling and this, I'm not reading anything.
So for me, it's a little different, and you know, I'm trying to just use it just for promotional purpose, but then I find myself being concerned about the likes. I found myself being concerned about how many people
that's a
viewed
negative.
it.
Yeah, that's the
You know,
negative.
I found, you know, like I used to, you know, one thing I'm working on with myself is comparison. I have a really, really bad comparison problem. Like I compare everything. And one of the reasons why I got off Facebook when I did is because it really made me feel like I was like my life was terrible, right? So I would see other people on vacation and just winning and new cars and stuff like that, and then I'm up at work like, oh man, I'm messed up, and then people, you know, it was really messing me up, really, really bad. So.
But you don't know the circumstances behind that trip. You don't know if they had to sell some butt.
Yeah.
You don't know what they had to do. You don't know if they uncle loaned them something, a loan shark gonna be after them. You don't know.
You're right, but just the look of it was doing something to me, especially when I'm looking at my surroundings at the time. When I say my surroundings, I'm just like my current position. So, and then on top of that, then you got to deal with goddesses, like beautiful women, AI beautiful women, real beautiful women, and you got to refrain from clicking their profile and looking at all their pictures. And so for me, it's tough and everything.
Yeah,
so
but like when you talking about the comparison point, because like, you know, comparison period is the thief of joy.
yes,
As soon as you start looking around, but like also social media, it's a highlight reel.
Right.
They putting up a highlight reel and everything is all good, but like we fall into the trap of like people be like, are they always living like that?
No.
Maybe that's only one of the 10 trips they've been on, and nigga, that's the one trip they going on, and they just sold
10
their soul
different
to do
poses.
it. Like absolutely not. So it's like that not getting caught up in the highlight reel of it. Somebody post something like that's cool, but like you know you don't want to get swept up in it.
yeah, and not just that, but just even the scrolling part, right? Like.
You'll waste a lot of time.
Yeah, you'll waste a
Yeah.
ton of times, and those are things I'm finding. It's like I've been revisiting, and I'm catching myself going back into that phase, and it's like, yo, I'm letting y'all know right now. As soon as I find somebody that can run that page, I'm letting somebody else run that
We
page.
need you to run it.
Yeah,
We
because
need you to just gain some strength.
Yeah, because like
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 'Cause
Mental fortitude.
yeah,
what especially like as high and as far as you're dreaming, you can't run away from that side, because if you can't deal with it on the digital side, you won't be able to deal with it in the physical. So now when you get an approach with all of these real life women or whatever, you can approach with all of these people that you would see on social media in real life, you saying, oh, I can't handle this. So you gotta test yourself and make yourself be able to handle it in the digital so that you can handle it in the physical.
yeah. I can understand that, but I'm just letting you know, like.
Because like you saying, if you can't handle seeing a picture of it, what you gonna do when it's breathing down your neck? You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh, I'm so weak, I don't have the strength.
I'm gonna get you a little pocketbook Bible. Keep a Bible in your pocket. Just go ahead and pull it out and get you some strength.
So, so you just gotta start testing yourself right now while it's in your hand on the phone.
While it's in infancy, while it's at a low stage, is the best time to get a hold of it, so that when it does blow up, as it will,
Yeah.
you have these tools in your box and you can handle this.
Yeah.
Because you can do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, you know, you have to, one thing I'm learning about social media that is not you can't be mentally weak. You cannot be mentally weak when it comes to social media. It's really for the scroll. It's like you know, how you was saying BMF and everything. And remember, I think his name was Leonard, and when his cousin was keeping him on drugs, and there's a scene on there when he like hallucinating, he's fighting himself, right? You know, like he lost everything, and then his cousin throw the drug on the ground and he grabs it and get back and that's how I feel like social media is. It's like if you want
that dopamine in the brain.
Yeah. So it's like if you really want to ruin somebody's life, just give them a Facebook page and put some chicks in their DM. It's a wrap, you know. They ain't going nowhere. Or just put anybody in their DM.
Not me. I'm abstinent, so I can't be tricked by that.
Yeah, and to add more to it, like how you said, like people be making crazy posts, and you know, and when you say like people will make these serious posts because I feel like people speak through memes now.
I mean, they've been doing that, but like they create a persona for themselves, and it gives them. Sometimes it gives some people a voice when they feel like they didn't have none.
Yeah.
So if they feel like yelling out into the void, well, I can go here and do this, but like I don't even feel like it should be used for that.
Yeah.
Because like don't say anything on the internet that you wouldn't say in real life, and if you can't say it in real life, you need to figure out why you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't be a coward in real life and then come on the internet like you a big beast.
Yeah.
Because somebody from that internet can find you in real life, and they will show you what time it is.
And that's you're right. And that's even for me, like I don't really, like the only thing I post now is the pod, right? I don't post anything else. I don't, but that's because of comparison issues that I have. But to even go deeper and further, like you also got to be mindful of the information because a lot of this stuff on there be seeming believable, and
Are we in a dangerous era right now with AI? And it's like I went through this whole period of me just trying to explain to my mom what Photoshop was. She saw a picture Donald Trump's parents sitting with the Ku Klux Klan. I'm like, I don't like the nigga neither, but that's just not real. That's not real. So like, and that was just with pictures. So now with Sora AI and Gemini from Google, we're making fake AI videos that can speak. We are in the most dangerous age of misinformation right now.
Yeah. Like even, like it even makes me think about, just a little bit, even like with stuff that goes on in relationships or like, me scrolling and, I come across when Aisha Curry's issue when they say she feels like she ain't want to be married. And you just see a post, right? You just see, she said she ain't never want marriage and kids.
Right.
And then, I'm speaking to people and everybody else like, yeah, man, she's ungrateful and she's, she's just a woman that don't want a good man and all women are like this. And, this is just coming off a clip.
It's just a small clip of a big podcast.
Yes.
And to make you look bad.
And I end up watching the interview with her and really get to know, really hear what she's saying and get to understand what she's saying. And you realize like it's not even her situation is nowhere near as bad as all the crazy posts that I just got through scrolling through and watching.
But she is an annoying woman. I would hate to be married to somebody like that. But she is a Christian. She is a mother. She's a wife, and she appreciates her husband. That's what I seen from that interview.
Yeah.
She just dim with it, and she don't realize. But the thing that I don't like about that her latest interview is that you've been in the spotlight too long to still be trying to bring any embarrassment to your husband. At this point, at this late date, you've been famous for 20-something years. Knock it off.
Exactly.
That's why
her voice matters, and she don't realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even with that, like once I watched that interview, I just felt like she was just robbed from a lot of experience in life, right? So for her to say some, for her to have some of them topics, even about the one when she had on the red table about she feel like no one is checking for her, right? And it's like, she, when you hear the podcast, it was parents, church, Curry, and the rest is selling, right? So she really didn't have a experience with dealing with multiple people or being in a situation where people are like stalking her or she don't know, like, not all attention is good attention. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, she's just lacking in experience.
Yeah, she's enclosed in a box, basically. She missing terrible experiences, and I'm just like, this is like us. We never been slaves, but I have no interest in figuring out how it was to be a slave. I'm good with how it is right now. I hear stories about people in prisons. I don't want to go in prison and find out for myself. I'm good with the stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially at that age, you don't have to go through that. But it also says something to, like, for Steph to be her first marriage and get together at an early age. she can't even fully appreciate who he was because she didn't get all of those bad eggs and bad people and then learn from them and be like, okay, now I have a person that is opposite of that. But when you get it on your first try, it leads to a lack of appreciation.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even think it's that. I think she do appreciate it.
I mean, she do.
Yeah, I think it's just more of a, she's battling, she's suffering from curiosity. Like, I think the curious version,
We kind of like saying the same thing. Cause
Okay,
it's like,
okay.
yeah, because it's like she ain't deal with that before. Like you end up just getting Steph first try.
Yeah.
Without,
Okay.
Yeah, without, you know what I'm saying? So like that's what it is. So it's like you feel like it's something outside of that you don't know about.
Yeah. But I do have a question. You know, one of the questions is you know, by them being like completely opposite, because one thing about the story, she says like she didn't know basketball. Like, so when Curry, there was a time when she just didn't pay attention to basketball, and Curry was asking her about either continuing college or going to the NBA, and then she was like, "Yo, continue college," but not knowing who he was about to become.
She did not know she was with the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
She did not know.
And it's like, do you feel like do you feel like it's a little bit more important to deal with somebody that's a little bit more aware of what you're doing? Like, to, you know, if you're gonna talk to someone, do you feel like it's important to make sure that they know?
Well, what if he did pick somebody that was more into basketball, but she ended up being a hoe? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this woman, she's not. If she didn't know about basketball, but she ain't giving it up to everybody.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
get somebody that's
shout
into
out.
sports,
Yeah.
and she's trying to sleep with everybody in the game because she know about the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I always feel like opposites do attract. You rarely see anybody that's together for an extended amount of time that's exactly alike. And you having somebody, you know, that's different from you, y'all drag each other into each other's world. And then, like, if y'all end up having kids together, y'all end up pouring different parts of yourself into the kids. And then they, you know, it's more valuable that way. Even, like, when you procreate. Because, like mom like this, but dad was like this.
Right.
And then I'm like this because I have, like, unique perspectives from both of them.
Yeah.
Would you say in your marriage that y'all are polar opposites? Are y'all more alike than not?
My queen, she could be a kind of
Hey, queen.
yeah. But but like I drag her into my world, my love of music, and then you know she teaches me things like I can if I get to talking about the formula of how to bake bread, that's not me, that's her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we exchange different pieces of ourselves, and then you know then the kids also get that different perspectives from both of us.
And I'm glad that you brought that up, you know, and that was one thing I also noticed about the Ayesha Curry interview, when she's like, you know, you could tell that she still haven't found herself. So some of that, you know, when she says that she never wanted to be married, she thought she was going to be the star and things of that nature. But at the same time, it seemed like she still, even in the midst of doing that, she still didn't have a thing of her own. So that, like, one thing that's good about your situation is your wife has her own identity outside of you. So she has her own thing, and then you have your own thing.
It's definitely needed, because it's like if they don't have anything to focus on and they can only focus on you,
It'll get real annoying.
Yeah. So do you feel like it's important to make sure you date a woman that has her own hobby, her own, you know, her own identity, something that
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
Because you date somebody that ain't got nothing going on, they ain't got no hobbies, no nothing, it's putting you in a bad position, because an idle man is the devil's playground. So she's not doing anything with her life. It's going to open up a lot of doors for things that she's not supposed to be doing, like social media things, creating a dating app because she's bored. I met women on there that was in relationships.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? They was in relationships, and they like, oh, well, my guy, he doesn't do anything with me. He's always at work and blah, blah, blah. I feel neglected. It's like,
And it's like, well, what
come
are you
on
doing?
now. Exactly.
You know,
What are
app.
you doing? She don't have a hobby. She don't have her own thing.
Yeah.
And she's, you know what I'm saying? So it's very important to have your own motion and things, even if it's just a club, a book club or something. It's important to stay busy so that you don't get busy in a bad way.
That's also why I feel so damn bad for Steph, because it's like, you know, I mean, I'm sure, like, 'cause she do care for him and they do love each other and things like that, but like he be trying to put her in a position. Here's a cooking show. Here's this, here's that. And so he tries to put her in position to do these things to make her feel fulfilled, and it's still, I want it to be the stuff. What do you want from me? What can I do at this point? I didn't bust my ass to make sure that we successful. We're well off. You're well off, and I put you in the spotlight so that you can be a B-lister. What else do you want from me? That's the annoying part.
Yeah. The only thing I was taking from that, and it's so crazy because, you know, I ended up watching Keisha Kaur interview too.
Keisha Kaur.
Kaur, yeah, her interview was a really good one on the Breakfast Club. But the one thing I can say about Ayesha Curry, I think the last thing, she's, you know, no one want to live in nobody's shadow.
She picked a big shadow to be in.
And that's like Steph's light is so bright, it would bring the worst out of anybody, just terrible that sometimes it comes from his wife.
Yeah.
Do you feel like once you hear something like that or know that your significant other may be slightly envious of you, do you feel like you need to get rid of them immediately?
You already know. You already know my answer. You already know my answer. You gonna work with hit the road, Jack. I don't need no haters on my board. No haters on the team. You gotta go ahead and move around.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, because it's like I would try to, you know, especially when you love that person, you got to figure out where it's coming from and what could be done. Because it's like Ayesha Curry's case is a unique case because it's like, you're already rich. What do you want? Because like somebody will be like, you know, I can't do this, and you're doing this. It's like you can do whatever you want. We are rich. Steph has $1 billion. What do you want to do? You just want the allure of him not being successful and you being successful. Like, so it's like that. Her psychology is even deeper because it's like, what the hell do you really want?
It kind of gives me Will Smith, Jada Pinkett vibes, but it's just not as bad yet.
No, that was terrible.
But who knows what'll happen in the next 10 years? And I hope that it don't get to that type of situation with them too, because I don't think Steph Curry deserved that. But what am I to?
I don't think it will, but what I will say is, you know, one thing about it's not even that she don't want him to be, you know, who he is. She just want to step in the room when someone actually want to speak to her without someone mention like, oh, you're Steph Curry, right? Like, it's like imagine you step in the building and then someone come up to you and be like, oh man, what's up, Casey? But where's your father at? How's your father doing? And they just have a whole conversation about your father. And then once they get everything out of about what's going on with your father, they're like, all right, man, I'll see you later. Don't even care to know how you're doing.
Good with
you
that.
know?
Yeah, but like,
so I think it's one of them.
And
things.
it's also about how he's benefiting from his father. If his father is a billionaire and has helped him in every way possible, talk about my dad.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let me tell you about where he was born and everything. I love this man.
That's how Hunter Biden was in his interview. Everybody always asked him about Joe Biden. Joe Biden saved his life, so of course he's gonna talk about his dad.
Yeah.
But life is about trade-offs, and you can't have it all.
That's
so
true.
do you want to be the one that everybody's looking to and be a starving actress, or do you want to be married to a billionaire and have everything provided for you? If you can't have it all, she just upset because she can't have it all.
Yeah, and I will say this: she don't understand that the universe like really protected her. When I say the universe really protected her, because when you think about her earlier, you know, she started off trying to be as a commercial actor and going into this acting field, and it's like a predatory field, right?
Yeah.
So she, luckily for her, she didn't come across the Weinsteins, the Epsteins, the Mysticals, the Diddy's, and the Pickle Man.
The Pickle Man.
Like how you see Quiet on Set.
Yeah.
You know, like, so she don't even realize that like she has been like angel has been protecting her you know, her life, almost her entire life. So to beat on her first true love end up being Steph Curry, so she don't have to go through so many actors and go through so many relationships as like some other people have to go through.
It sounded like that's what she needed. She needed to bump into Diddy, and
Right.
then be like, "Oh, Steph,"
Right.
Because it's like it just leads to a lack of appreciation when you get it right so early.
Yeah.
Right.
And she got to look at her life and be like, "Okay, I do appreciate this."
Even she said in the interview that I seen yesterday that she is a below average looking woman compared to the other women.
I saw it.
You know what I'm saying? She's
Just before you finish your thought, she was like, she was getting trolled by niggas on the internet.
Yeah.
And they was like, Steph shoot threes on and off the court.
said she said SpongeBob mama.
Oh man, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe when I saw her.
Even she know that. So it's like she would have been a starving artist without Steph Curry. So
Yeah.
appreciate that man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Appreciate Steph Curry because without him,
The field would ate her alive.
yeah,
They
she would have been
They would have ate
bogus.
her alive.
Real
Everything.
bogus.
But then you come across you got Steph Curry, right? For someone that's kind of oblivious with no experience, and then you come across Keisha Kayor, right? Mm-hmm. And and it made me after looking at her interview, and she talked about her experience, in life and her experience being in Jamaica and the different personalities, right? So you won't catch Keisha Kayor saying what she's saying. And
Can you describe her personality a little bit? Like, what's she like?
she's a very smart, real business minded, a woman that's really attentive, pays a lot of attention. Somebody that really has your back, like a real strong backbone. Like I don't even think Gucci make it this far without her at all. And
I'm not sure about that. Shout out Guwap.
but I say that to say this, like, what would you rather have? Like, would you rather have like say if you gave a woman, like there's a story with Keisha, like Gucci gave her $2 million.
Yeah.
And then went to prison. He left everything with her. On top of, keep in mind he was being robbed. So he was losing money from other businesses and stuff like that, deals. He gives this woman $2 million, goes away, and she turns around and flip that and make them into a better position. Do you think Aisha Curry will be able to do something like that?
Hell no. She a fool.
If Steph gets sick, he will come back to a homeless shelter.
Yeah, come back to a baked cake on the counter. Here's a cake. Yeah. Welcome home.
Yeah, but it made me think, and it's so crazy. Even with that interview, I was talking to some people, and they was like, "Oh man, she's a little overbearing, or she's controlling." It's like, no, like she's not controlling.
She's suffering with mental illness.
Yeah, I mean, but like she is controlling, but she has to be
right.
Because like you can't say she's not controlling.
She is very
like she's saving that man.
She's saving him, but like through the control. Though. If she didn't have control, she couldn't save him.
If he was in the right mind, if he was a regular man without drug addiction, without mental illness, all of the things she's doing wouldn't even be necessary, honestly.
I don't know, because even with the business, like take that part out. Even with the business part, and you hear about a lot of artists being robbed and not even knowing, right? And she was able to see that, fix that.
But they don't have the mental fortitude to be in business if you don't know how your money is operating.
Yeah. So, but I don't think Gucci would know that or have that, because he'll be just trusting financial advisor. Like there's somebody that actually got robbed from their own financial advisor. I think you know the name of that person.
Rihanna did. That happened to Rihanna.
Yeah. So, a woman like Keisha Kayor, like when I see her, when I look at her, I was like, yo, like that is you make you think about, like, when you pick a woman, it may be critical to pick a woman that's a little bit more sharp like that, than like a Aisha Curry, right?
I would say so, but it's also, could you deal with Keisha Kayor? So it's like, you say like she controlling, but she has to be controlling because Gucci is out of his mind. But if she was with you, you probably wouldn't go for that.
No, I think I would.
If she be like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you can't do this, you can't do this.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I don't feel like a man in his right mind could.
I'm not going. I'm not your kid.
So
She's
like,
treating him like a child.
She like, you can't have this app on your phone. You can't do this. You can't do that. So it's like, but she had to do that because he's crazy. But like, what she did, like what she had 6 bodyguards grab him and admit him to a mental facility.
A stage of kidnapping.
I called some bodyguards and I just planned a whole kidnap, and we kidnapped him and took him to the hospital because we could not get him to the hospital. And he was trying to fight them and everything, but it was 6 of them. He couldn't handle it. And we threw him in the car. He would try to jump out the car. So we put him in the center of the car, you know?
So, so the fact that she could do that, but she was in, she had good ambition with doing it, and she was trying to really do it to save him. But imagine if she was nefarious, but with that same type of thought and ambition. She could, a girl could ruin your life like that.
Yes, she could.
That's a roll of a dice.
It is.
I think
even for a woman to have that much power, because she got an extreme amount of power over his life.
Yeah.
That's his power of attorney, man.
Yeah.
But they try to do things where he could sign himself out, and I'm like, he's not signing. Like, I'm stern with them. He's not signing himself out. I'm his wife, and I'm his power of attorney. He ain't going nowhere. Like, I have to be strict. It's kind of like you have to go in mother mode, you know, and put your foot down.
So, but it's like he needs it. But it's like if he didn't need it, for a woman to have that much power over your life, that's kind of terrifying.
I think a woman without that much powerful, or without that type of mentality, is more dangerous. I think a woman that don't have those type of goals, or that type of sharpness or intelligence or discipline can do more damage to you than what she's doing. So, you can find yourself with an unmotivated woman, and y'all just you just got 2 idiots together that would just never go anywhere, right? Or, so I even, in her case, like with the whole social media thing, like, I even appreciated that part, because if you don't know what to do with social media, why are you on it? Like, do you believe in sometimes you gotta do what's right for the people even when they don't understand?
But like, do you, as a man, you don't feel like you should make your own decisions?
I feel like
would you?
I feel like she lets
give
him,
all your decisions to your girl?
I feel like I don't even think, in some cases, I think it will be a 50-50 thing with me, because sometimes I would need someone to save me from myself. So like, and I think she does respect him as a man and still let him be a man. Even because when they talk about the verses.
Yeah, she didn't want him to do it.
She didn't want him to do it. And he was like, I'm going to do this verses. And then she just fell back like, okay,
She actually offered him $1 million.
And he's like, no, I'm doing it. So it's not like he still don't have control.
But in reality, he like, how you going to offer me my own money?
but is it
That's a mental finesse right
but is it his own money though?
I would say so.
No,
man.
No, he could be, that money he could be losing that money by dealing with the wrong people or having the wrong people in his circle. So like, the way she speaks, she was like, I don't even appreciate how people don't even give him the proper love. So and you need somebody to save you from yourself.
But I'm saying, but like her being how, because like I won't say that she's not a good person. She has helped him. But that position that she's in, I would never want nobody in that position in my life.
Me neither.
To be like, you can do this, or like to be able to admit you, because like, just on a side tangent, people in mental hospitals, like my cousin ended up, acting out in front of the police, and he ended up getting admitted to a mental hospital, right?
Yeah.
So as you're in a place that you can't, that you don't have any choice over really going to, and you can't check yourself out, and you can't get out unless the person that says you deserve to be in there decides for you to be out. It's kind of like a horror movie in that way. Because like if you're in a mental hospital, you can't say you're not crazy. I think if somebody really wanted to ruin your life, and then they put you in there like, oh, he's crazy, don't listen to him.
The Sandra Bland Act actually enforced that. Did you hear about that?
So, I mean, I know about Sandra. She got killed, and then they took the pictures of her.
Yeah,
but like
the Sandra Bland Act, what they said is if the police think that you are mentally unfit, have to do more research on it, they could put you in a mental hospital. And you don't go to court, you can't call home, nothing. And you just in there until they release you.
because like my cousin, he was in there for just for acting out because he had got upset in front of the police, but he couldn't do anything to get himself out. He can't say that he wasn't crazy. And I'm like, well, what can we do to get him out? It was nothing that nobody can do to get him out.
Nothing.
It's really for somebody to be able to have that control over your life. That's kind of
the court's gonna have to free you from that.
I think y'all looking at it from a person that
we are mentally fit. We are not.
But y'all look at
situation.
but y'all look at everything like this. Y'all looking at it from a person that may be abusing their the power.
Because like it's a good position, but that she's a good person and they think it's working for them. But like, would you want somebody to have that much control and power over your life? They may not want the best for you.
So you wouldn't want someone if you had Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, every day.
You don't want someone that can help map out a route for you to get out of Domino's Pizza.
I have Google Maps and Apple Maps. I will figure it out, brother. I will get wherever I need to go. I can figure it out.
No, but you can't figure everything out on your own, right? There's things that you just simply not gonna know. There's tax situation. There's something that you just don't know. Right, and you're not 100% disciplined when it comes to yourself. Not saying that you're not, but there are things that you may need someone to keep you on your toes, and that's when a really strong, good woman come in at.
So like what I'm saying, because like what you're saying is good, but like me, I would never want Gucci's position with Keisha Kayor.
Me neither.
I would want Jay-Z and Beyonce. We're both two strong people, and you can assist me with some things, but I'm my own man 100%. The way that Keisha Kayor shit is, like that whole predicament, I wouldn't want that predicament.
If it's between them, if it's between Keisha Kayor and Steph Curry wife, I probably end up just being a breadwinner.
Because like she was like, oh, and then he can't, if he even raises his voice about anything, she's like, oh, you're crazy. You need to go back to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say that to me. What the hell? I was like, that's too much power for a person to have in their life.
She say, "Oh, you leave a period after every sentence. You going through an episode."
Yeah, like damn, I can't. But I typed it by accident. I swear. I didn't get him jumping.
Ain't no way.
No.
Text messages, there's a period after each word, and I'm like, "You're going through an episode. You're sick." No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow.
but that's a strong sense of urgency though. Like, so rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. But you don't want to be in a situation when a person don't have a certain sense of urgency or just too laid back to the point where you could be laid on the couch for a whole day and a person can walk past you twice and not realize that you passed away, right? So you want somebody that's watching you that closely and that's tight. And even though you said like, yeah, he may raise his voice like, oh, you tripping, but also we are dealing with a real illness here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because their position works for them. Yeah. But would I want a woman like Keisha Kayor? No.
We are not bipolar schizophrenic, man.
So it's like it's good that she is like that because like she can take all control, but me being an independent man, you can't take all control in my life. So it's like that's what I'm saying because like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they are two strong, independent people that comes together and they're stronger together. Yeah. So like Keisha Kayor and Gucci, that works for him because he's losing his mind. But like I just can't give that type of control to somebody.
I will take.
You a lover boy, man.
No, but no, it's not even.
I mean, I'm a lover boy as well.
He's a lover boy to the extreme.
But no, but take the mental part out of it. Take the mental part out of it. He's in a world where he don't know. So yeah, I'm making the money, but I'm getting robbed simultaneously. He didn't even know that. So even if he was
because
in his
he's a drug addict.
No,
bro.
it's not just because of drug addict.
Was.
But even if there's other drug addicts that be in a situation and don't get robbed because they just got the right person in place.
But you're saying take the mental part out.
Take the mental part out.
But you can't. But like that's what that is though.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to talk about a whole different situation because it's like he is losing his mind and he's on drugs. Yeah. So him not knowing is for part of the course for his life.
So, okay, let's just on a hypothetical scale then. Yeah. Let's just say you're not doing so well in life, right?
Yeah.
And you also you're addicted to playing video games and watching TV all day. You also got lazy issues too. You wouldn't want a woman to like step in and this kind of, even though it may be things that you want to do that may be that you feel like you want to still have control of. You wouldn't want a woman to step in and be like, look,
I don't need a mama, bruh.
You're
I don't need a mother.
You're going to the doctor today.
No.
You're going to the doctor today. You have to go to the doctor today. Hey, get off the sticks. We need to work towards this business thing that we got going on today.
You making it so hard.
Lay off the pizza.
I wanna
lay off the
so
pizza
bad,
and let's
but
eat
man.
this baked chicken. You mean to tell me that you wouldn't want somebody that care about you enough to fix you because you can't fix yourself? And that's what you're telling me?
Because I'm trying to put myself into the mindset of somebody that's being a complete fuck up. Yes, if I'm a complete fuck up, save me. Yeah, save me. But like, as an independent man, I do not.
As I sit now,
like
hell no.
that.
None of that sounds good as I sit in my body right now.
exactly.
None of this you saying sounds good to me as an independent man.
Yeah, it's
but
tough.
if I was a man that could not take care of my business, yeah, you might need your mama or daddy or somebody to step in and push you in that direction. But if you already have your life good,
It's not
what's
even
the point?
it's not even a mommy and daddy thing. You just want somebody that's just sharp enough to help you go into the right direction. That's all she is. She just
No, she's
sharp.
more than that.
She's no. She care and sharp enough to help him not fall. Which, when you look at a lot of other people without a woman, they all fall flat on their face.
I ain't
right?
fail yet.
You know.
Alright.
But you also been at Domino's for 10 years too. You know, maybe somebody
I
missing.
love delivering pizza. You don't judge my job, brother.
Yeah,
you can't
you know.
judge my hustle. What's wrong with you, man?
You know, but other than that, I just take, when I think about her and I think about her role, it's such an important role, and I feel like a lot of men and people just may want to be a little bit more selective when it comes to whether you're picking somebody just for looks or for brains. Because when I think of Ayesha Curry, I just think of brains. I just think of somebody that's sharp, that's like, yo, I'm gonna help you even when you can't help yourself. And the simple fact that she didn't give up on him too. So like, the simple fact, I'm pretty sure everybody else would have left him. They would have left him and just let him
They
rock
would
and
have
everything.
continued to use him, but he's
Yeah.
just a bad example. But would you want his position or Jay-Z and Beyonce? Because like you're
Jay-Z
talking
and
about a woman
Beyonce.
being strong, we're not just talking about a woman being strong. We're talking about the amount of control that she has over your life. If you saying that, like, you're not just saying that I want a strong, sharp woman. You saying that I want somebody to control my life. So do you want Keisha K or do you want Beyonce?
I will go with Keisha K.O. because
See,
Beyonce. No, and I'm finna answer that. I'm gonna answer that because you wanna. No. Let me answer. let me answer. The reason why I will go with a Keisha K.O. is because Beyonce, may have a zero tolerance for any of that, right? She may have a zero tolerance, for. She might be like, yo, I'm not dealing with none of this. I don't have to deal with none of this. And I'm Beyonce. I'm going to go out. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. And deuces.
So you're saying she not like a ride or die?
I don't know if Beyonce is a ride or die. Keisha K.O. is a ride or die. So she's like, yo, I'm sticking with you through the thick and thin. So she was like, yo, when he went to jail, she's like, yo, I had to, help him through that. The simple fact that she held it down and just didn't leave his side and took the $2 million and kept him in mind and not blow it on God knows what. That is a lot. Like how many women have you came across in your lifetime? Do you feel like that you could do something like that and know that you'll be okay? Nah, very few people can say that. In my world, at least. So I would choose that because I know for a fact this is a person that's not going to give up on me even when I mess up. And I think I take that. I think that's more valuable than anything.
Yeah, so it's like her being a ride or die. It's still like in question because of Gucci's still Gucci. Right. So it's like I can take full control of the situation and put him on track because he's still him. It's not like he's not him and she's just holding it down. Right. And he's nobody. Mm-hmm. So that's still a little hazy, but I do understand what you're saying. So it's like, I would say Beyonce never been tested through the thick and thin. She didn't have to, rock with Jay-Z through the thin. So, but it's like, I just being a strong, independent woman is good, but me also being an independent man, I just want you to just be strong. But when it comes to you telling me what I'm about to do, I just can't.
Right.
I don't even think it's her.
Because she was like, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." But it's like him having schizophrenia and drugs and all that. So it's like he gotta give her that much control. But I was like, I can imagine somebody. I don't even think
prison.
My mama didn't have that much control over me.
That relationship sounds like he got a correctional officer as his wife.
But you got to remember, like, too much freedom is chaos. So, like, look at Lil Wayne, right? Look at him. Like, if Lil Wayne had a Keisha Carey, you think Lil Wayne would be in the position they in? You think he'll look the way he looked? You think he'll have that situation with Birdman and getting robbed and all that stuff? Like, when you look at a lot of people, and some people get lucky and some people don't, but it definitely make you think a little bit deeper about, okay, when you got women like that in the world, maybe I should think about the person I'm going to commit myself to, right? Because you got some people that'll be concerned about getting a wedding ring in the middle of the struggle. And then you got somebody like Keisha Kayor, like, yo, we're going to build this thing together, and then we'll worry about all that other stuff later.
Me being an independent man, American, and loving my freedom, I wouldn't want to be in Gucci Mane's situation. I'd rather be homeless under a bridge, making my own decisions, than to be under them circumstances.
Your pride is going.
It's not about pride. It's about freedom. It's about freedom of choice.
You're not,
I'm a free man.
Yeah, you're still free.
I won't let anybody chain me down.
The only way you're not free is if you're a state property. You're still free.
Not under them circumstances.
Yeah, you are.
That's my opinion, though. I wouldn't want to be in Gucci Mane position at all.
Your pride is going.
It's not about pride.
Your pride is the downfall of good things to come, or just being in a good relationship with somebody, or just being in a better position. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and listen. Just let somebody else take the wheel, because you may crash it.
Well, I'm gonna crash that bitch. I'm gonna crash it happy with a smile on my face.
So like with you having a little lady at the crib, you saying that you want her to tighten your leash? Cause like she watching, she can tighten it up.
Yeah.
She gonna tighten it up.
What? I wouldn't. I would let her if she's doing it to save me from myself. I would let her and everything. If she sees something that I can't see, and it makes some sort of sense to me.
What if it don't make sense to you?
Right.
And then if it don't, then
because Gucci was fighting the bodyguards, getting hemmed up. It didn't make sense to him.
Right.
What if it don't make sense to you?
Well, that's such a tough
place
question.
To live in.
It's tough because, in my head I'm thinking like this betterment. So if she's trying to tell me something and I don't see it bettering me, that's a tough question.
But that's what Keisha is doing. She's making the choices no matter what he thinks.
Yeah.
Then that's what you're giving up. So it's like you either like, babe, I don't know about that. Well, it ain't about what you think. I'm making
freedom,
a choice.
man. Freedom. I'm telling you.
But I would say, I guess the only thing I would say, I would have to go off how her life is. So I would have to leave. I'll have to see how she's moving to see if I can trust it or not. I think with Keisha, about her already being into business and come from a father that taught her business.
She was in business, but she didn't have no bread. Gucci was still the breadwinner. So
she had her own thing. Maybe not the meal, but she still had her own thing.
She had some knowledge. She didn't have no bread. But it's like, so it's like to be able to trust somebody even when it doesn't make sense. That's something else right there. We arguing all the way. Throw me in the mental home because I can't see it.
Oh man! All right, so with that and everything, so you wouldn't want to be, so you don't feel like Keisha Core's a
I want 40 to 45% of what she offering. Like
40 to 45%.
I like the good advice. Her being business minded, like she is a good person for him, and he does need that. But it's like when it's that overbearing control, I'm still a person. You can't tell me that.
I take 30% out of that. I take 30%.
You'll take 30 is that's good. That's good coming from you.
Yeah.
I take 90.
You got somebody watching this right now. Like I can help you with that. Give me that phone.
Yeah,
she say, "Oh, you struggling with that social media, huh? Go in and delete them apps right
and
now."
I'll be like, thank you, because it was messing me up. Thank you. But yeah, this is the Common Knowledge Podcast. Right across from me is my co-host, No ID, aka No Idols, man. Big Mr. 300 leg day, ready to die every day, man. I look, man. Oh, and one last thing, shout out to the Bears. You know, so far they done won 7 games, lost 3. They the number 1 in their division right now. Let's keep showing them love and support as just being in Chicago. Let's keep the spirits high with them. So shout out to them and like and subscribe. Thank you for everything. And we out. Common Knowledge Podcast.